going on YouTube? Taking a look here at a little Toyota Corona Coupe made by Konami. But that's not what this video is. This video is going to be Black Bandit. We're going to start with the Dodge B100. Awesome looking van. I think this is probably my second favorite van from Greenlight. I do like this a little bit better than the G20, mostly because of the windows in the back. It's more of a passenger vehicle, I think. So there's that. We have here a, I don't know what year it is, but I think it's a 1939. No, it could be, it's probably not. It's probably like a 50s. Maybe it's a 59. Little split window. This is my favorite VW casting from, well, it's my favorite Beetle casting from Greenlight. It's the only tooling that they have that offers lens headlights and taillights. But I do think I still like the M2 Beetle tooling better. So the taillights on this are not lensed. I apologize. They are painted. But it does have an opening bonnet and an opening trunk. And it's an awesome little car. Alright, I'm just going to work my way down the line. I didn't get out all of my Black Bandits, but I got out, I'd say, most of them. Some are relatively new, some are, most of them actually are going to be a little bit older, like in the last 3 or 4 years. This one is fairly new. Black Bandit Series 19. Datsun 510 Bluebird. I just can't get the lighting right on this. It's a very cool little car. Here's an older one. If you guys want this one, you should definitely go onto eBay and buy it. It is still very cheap. I think you can get this on eBay for under $10 shipped. I believe it is the least expensive Monte Carlo that you can get. Although it might be, it may be the Breaking Bad Monte Carlo. That one I think has climbed though a little bit in price. Here's another new one. This thing looks so good in black. Good luck finding one without issues though. It only took me 3 tries. And this lighting is just brutal with these. That is just a sexy car. Look at that stance. It's a nice roller, which not all of these are. I've been lucky with my Ford GTs, though. Most of the ones I've gotten have been really nice. And oddly enough, the Ford GTs that I have that have had the least amount of issues was the first Heritage release. I got that set with no issues. I think maybe one of them didn't roll very well. But that's just a killer tooling from Greenlight. This one's pretty cool here. I think this one's relatively new as well. The satin black Hellcat. Don't remember if this was series, I think it might have been 18, but lens, headlights, and taillights on this one, or lens, taillights anyways. Not my favorite Greenlight tooling, but it's okay. It's definitely nice enough that I would consider it a premium detailed model. I've got some pretty cool colors of this car. I've got green and orange and the black Bandit, and then I've got the white Mopar racing deco, and then I've got the blue anniversary. So inadvertently, over time, I've collected quite a few of these. I do like the previous Dodge Challenger tooling a little bit better, though. Or Charger, sorry. But I do think this looks really good with the satin black. But I think any car looks good with satin black. Not many of these Black Bandits have satin black, but the ones that do, in my opinion, look better. There's a really cool Ford Explorer with the light bar and the push bar. I think this would have been better without the light bar and the push bar. Almost just have like an undercover deco or a bounty hunter deco. That would be pretty awesome, I think. This one's also relatively new. Love this car. Oh. This is just the right tooling for a Black Bandit. And this one's a gloss finish with the flat black top. I'm assuming that that's to simulate a vinyl top, maybe. Which, if that is the case, I look forward to a civilian deco with a black vinyl top. I always go back to this one. This is one of my favorites. Ford Bronco. This one is kind of interesting because it's a two-tone. Flat black on top, gloss black on the side. Here's one of the better looking black Bandits. I think this is a 1970. But I could be wrong. I can't read it because it's too small, but I think this is a 70. It's either a 70, 71, or 72. But I think based on the taillights that that's a 1970. 1970 Chevelle SS. This is one of those toolings that probably should have made it in my top 15. Would definitely be in my top 20. So this tooling and the 68, 69 Chevelle tooling, in my opinion, are the nicest Chevelle toolings in 1:64 scale. I like them a lot better than the M2, which M2 doesn't have a 69 Chevelle tooling. But I like this one better than the M2, and I like both of them better than both M2 and Johnny Lightning. Yeah, the big problem with the color is doing videos and taking pictures. Let's see what else we got here. This one's pretty sweet here. R34 Nissan Skyline. This one has the satin black getup. I wish the stance on this car was a little bit lower. I think that's really what the car is missing. I just think the stance is a little bit too high. But with that said, this is still the nicest R34 tooling I've seen outside of the Kyosho. Although there's that company that I forget what it's called, but they make extremely highly detailed cars out of plastic. They're like plastic molds, and that R34 is nicer than this. But this is definitely 100 times nicer than the Johnny Lightning, in my opinion. It just sits too high. That's really my big issue with it. And the build quality, because a lot of times with these you get the offset base, and it'll have a what I call a gangster lean. This one though I think is pretty spot on. In fact, I think all of the R34s that I currently have proper bases. This one also has an interesting hood with the simulated carbon fiber. And it's one of the very few R34 Skylines in 1:64 scale that features an opening hood with an extremely detailed engine, by the way. That you don't get from Kyosho. But honestly, I'd rather have something as nice as Kyosho without an opening hood than this with an opening hood. Cool car though. I really do like the Black Bandit R34 is probably my favorite R34. Here's another one that's wildly popular. extremely hard to find, even though they made thousands upon thousands of them. This is a... Oh, it doesn't say. Doesn't say what year, but it is a Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. And it looks amazing in black, which most cars do, you know. Black is an awesome color for a car. It's just not a good color for a 1:64 scale car. At least not if you're going to be displaying them. Unless you have a very well lit display. Alright, moving along. There's another satin black finish. I like this better than the Hollywood release because of the satin black finish. This is the Ford Falcon XB V8 Interceptor. The tooling came out, originally it came out as a Mad Max, an unofficial, unlicensed Mad Max release. It was the last of the V8 Interceptor's licensed release, but there was no Mad Max print anywhere on the packaging. But that release was a gloss black, and then it came out shortly thereafter in the Black Bandit series with this satin finish, which personally I like the satin finish a lot more. Anytime you have a car with some really nice curves like this one, satin black is the way to go. Like that 70 Chevelle, if it had this paint, it would look amazing. But that is a really cool casting. I wonder if they can configure this to be a regular release. So far, it's always been released with this raked stance. I don't know if they can build this car without that. It's an awesome car, though. The last two might maybe be the most popular. I don't know. Let's do this one first. This is a very, very hard car to find. I got very lucky to find it. It has a painted black base. I got a blank white sticker on mine, so no number. You can see there, 89 Ford Mustang. If you can find this car for under $25, you're probably doing pretty well at that price. Very nice 5.0 Mustang GT. It's got the GT wheels, although they are blacked out. But that's the whole idea with Black Bandit, is black on black on black. And what that means is black car, black paint, black interior, which as you can see is also very nicely detailed, and black wheels. Very nice little car. This one does have lens headlights and taillights. Hang on. Hang on. And then the last one here is One that I really have only looked at once or twice since I got it. It's the largest black Bandit I have by far. Well, maybe not, because I have the Dodge military truck. But this black Bandit Power Wagon, that is just awesome. Transparent lensed headlights, painted taillights, ram box, prototypical wheels. I should come on this side. The lighting might be a little bit better. There you go. Greenlight, black Bandit. All right, everyone. Have a great Friday. I will holler at you all at the next video.